Hi everybody, it's Joni here at Joni's Journals. How you doing? I am finally here today to make a video. Oh, my plans went asunder today. We got new internet service and we had problems hooking it up to my husband's computer, and then I don't know what happened. But we're here now and we are going to make a Waterfall Folio. This was my prototype, and I must say that I got the idea from Dave at Dash of Dave. I made my prototype yesterday, and it didn't really work for two reasons. I made too many waterfalls, and my pockets aren't working right. And I made too many pockets, and I used too heavy of a paper. So today's Waterfall Folio is going to be modified somewhat. And I have decided to use bits from Tracy Fox's Simply Festive Kit, from which I have developed my pockets and my waterfalls. So, yeah. And our cover is going to be a sheet from the Elizabeth Craft Designs Grungy Christmas, I believe it was. We used it last week when we were making the little 5-pocket folios. So I cut down a sheet to be 8.5 by 11, which is what we're going to need for the cover of our folio. And then to make our waterfalls, and I don't know if all 5 of these are going to fit, but we will see. You will need possibly 5 pieces of paper cut to 5 1/4 by 4 1/2, and your one pocket, which I am now down to because the other one's pockets just made it too bulky, and it doesn't close right and it doesn't stay closed right. Although I'm going to work on it and I'll do something else with it. So what we need is one pocket, which is 4 by 6 1/2. And then we also need one pocket that is 3 by 6 1/2. Okay, and we're going to get started on that. I wanted everyone to know, I'm trying not to get it to shine in my light too much, that I snapped up Walter, which was the Simon Says Stamp Tim Holtz collaboration. And the only reason that I'm letting you know is because I accidentally ended up with 2 Walters. So if you are a fan of my Etsy shop, you'll see the link in the box below the video. Keep a watch. I will be probably selling my other Walter, because although he's adorable, I don't need 2 die cut sets. And I don't really know anyone that also does die cutting like me that I could give it to as a gift. So what you're going to need, along with all of the other pieces of paper that we have already cut, I haven't inked anything yet. If I decide I want to ink, I can always do that after. So let me get out my scoreboard. And what you're going to do, basically, is you're going to take your 8.5 by 11 sheet, and I'm going to use my little score tool here, which I don't normally use because I find them too bendy. We're going to take our 8.5 by 11 sheet with the 11 inch at the top. I just want to make sure you can see this. Let me pull it down just a bit. And we're just going to make one score at 5 1/2 so that we know that our cover will bend evenly and straight. At least we can hope so. Okay, I think we got it. And now we're going to start scoring for our pockets. Let me move. I have my drink alongside of me, and it's in the way. We're going to start scoring for our pockets. Now, both of our pockets, even though they're 2 different sizes, will be scored in exactly the same way. so that they will fit into our folio. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the first side of the 3-inch pocket, and we're going to score at, let's make sure it's straight. We're going to score at 5/8, like so, and then we're going to score at 5 7/8. And then I'm just going to bend my sides in while we're here so that I know that it's done. And let's make sure it fits. We're on a wing and a prayer today. Yes, and this is going to be our pocket that's going to fit on this side of our folio. Okay, we're going to center it once we start gluing it down, because we also need to make a little thumb notch. And then we're going to take our pocket that is 4 inches high. You can see here. Oops, I lost my score tool. Okay. Oops. Okay. Got a little bit of an avalanche there. And we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to score at 5/8. Okay, let's do that again, just to make sure it's done. And then we're going to score again at 5 7/8. And that's going to be our big pocket. You can see I printed on the back of this. I was testing what I wanted to use as my folio cover, and then I realized that having two pretty images on it, on the front and on the back, was kind of a waste, because you weren't going to see the inside one. Whoops, I was sewing today, and that's part of my, let's see if I can find it. I was finally able to print out the right size for the December Daily Advent collaboration that a bunch of us are doing. And although the print is very small, I am showing on the 8th of December and again on the 23rd of December. And I've been fiddling around trying to figure out what I am going to make. But I do have some super duper ideas to show you, and we will be having a lot of fun, I hope. I do have some other things that I am using the kit for that are not part of my part of the collab that I am also going to do, and that'll probably be tomorrow's video. Okay, now what we're going to do, let me turn this way so it'll be easier to understand. In order to make our waterfall, we're going to need to score the tops of everything. See on this one, you can see that, maybe if you see this way, or it might be better this way. Each of these waterfall pieces are scored and then glued down. So what we're going to need to do is make that little score. Okay, put that over. Did you hear that bend? It's not. It's got a little bit of a problem. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your waterfall piece and you're going to put it with the 4.5 inch side up at the top of your scoreboard, and you're going to score down at 1/2 inch, and that's going to be the part we're going to fold down. Now, like I said, I did do some modifications, and although I know how I am supposed to make the folio, I have changed some sizes. So we're going to see if we actually need all 5 of these waterfalls. So we scored it at 1/2 inch, and I've turned it back, and we're going to lay that aside. And then we have this one. I was having a hard time deciding which side I wanted to show. These are Tracy's random backgrounds, and these are Tracy's random grungy backgrounds. And the colors matched so nicely that I just figured I would use them as my waterfalls, along with the little gift page from the Simply Festive Kit. So let's do it this way. And here's our other one. It's up at the 4.5 side, and we're going to score it 1/2 inch. Okay, and we're going to do this 4 more times. Well, no, actually 3 more times. And we're going to take it and we're going to score it 1/2 inch. I'm just going to push it to the side. Once we start making our folio, I will bend those edges back. So we're going to score at 1/2 inch. I'm going to do all 5 of them just to see if we actually can fit them. And these are more of Tracy's random backgrounds. And I'm going to score that at 1/2 inch again. Okay. So we have done all of our scoring. We scored all of our waterfalls that we're hopefully going to use. And I'm just going to take my scoreboard and put that aside like so. And I'm going to grab my cover. And this is what we are going to start to do. We're going to start to put in our waterfalls. Now what we're going to do, I am actually going to take this and I am going to put a pencil line down the center here because I didn't realize how light this background was. And so I'm just going to put a little line where my score mark is for the center of the folio so I can see what I'm doing. All right, I went about this rather haphazardly when I did it the first time. So I'm going to try and explain to you the best way to do it so that you can understand. Because my pockets came out a little bit lopsided last time. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take my glue, which will hopefully work for us. And I am going to run a bead of glue along our little fold down flap here. Oop, it's working. And I am going to put down my very first waterfall. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this upside down and I'm going to line it up to get it straight with the top. You don't want to come too close to the top because you want to give it room to flap. And then I am going to try to center it on my page and make sure that it's straight. So let's see. Let's do it this way. Okay, it's straight on that side and it's straight on that side. Okay, we're straight all the way around. Then what we're going to do is we're going to open it up and I am going to make a pencil line just below where I put my first waterfall. And if you'll excuse me, I have to let Roger in, of course. Hold on. Almost lost you there. Hang on. Okay. Come on, buddy. Okay, we're back. All right. Now, excuse me, squeaky chair. All right, we're back. Sorry about all this jumbling and bumbling. You must think, oh my God, what is she doing? Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our second waterfall, our little flappy card here, and we're just going to bend it over, and I'm going to give it a little score here just to keep it flat. And that's Roger shaking every piece of his body. And I'm going to line this up before I glue it down and make sure that it's going to be straight. Okay. Let's put a little glue on the back of this one. I made the waterfalls an inch longer than I did the last time because I just felt that I wanted them to be a little bit bigger, and so this way you had more room to add stuff to them or to perhaps jot some notes on. All right, let's see. Did we get that straight? Nope, that's off just by a little. Let's see. This is what happened to me last time. Okay. Did we get it? Nope. Close enough. All right. Now let's take our third one and let's put a colorful one. Yeah, let's take this one and bend this over and press it down and put a little glue. I wanted it to be super colorful because after it all, it is the holidays. And as you can tell, this one is not really exclusively for Christmas. I guess you could use it for any holiday that you wanted. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to try and line this up and get this one a little bit straighter than I got the other one. Whoop. Bumble along with Joni, because that's just what it seems to be. Is that one straight? Okay, let's see. Before I push it down, oh, that one's a little crooked too. I'm beginning to think that most of this problem is not simply my gluing and tucking. I'm having problems with my scoreboard. Not my scoreboard, my cutting board. I have a Fiskars, and it has that little wire on it that your cutting blade runs along, and my wire seems to be bending. Come on, let's see. So, oh, sorry about that. My wire seems to be bending, and I'm not getting straight cuts so that my papers are not all coming out completely straight. There we go. I think we got it now. All right. I think we got it. Okay. I'm going to start lining it up with the edge and not with the bottom of the other full waterfall, so that we can get them perhaps a little bit straighter. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm wondering if we're just going to end up using 4 of these. Let's see. Let's bend this one over. And let's tuck it in before we glue it and see how far down it's going to come. Let's see. Let's just experiment. Now, do I want that side to show? Nope, let's use this side. Let's just experiment before we make our decision. Let's try. Let's hold this one down and tuck this one in and see if we're going to like this. How do you like this, guys? You are actually brainstorming with me. Oh, I think we can do the 5. I think we're going to do the 5. All right, let's try and get this one on straight, if it'll work for us. So how is everybody doing today? I have been a nervous wreck trying to plan out what I am doing for the December Daily Advent 2023. Because although I have always crafted along with these for the past couple of years, let's make sure I have that straight. Let's just move it over a bit. I've never done one on video But this year, now that I'm part of, oh, we're doing pretty good. I honestly think I cut that one crooked. Now that I am part of Tracy's design team, she asked me if I wanted to be a part of it. And of course I said yes. So I have been brainstorming, and I did come up with a few ideas that I tossed around back and forth with her today. And I think the one I'm going to do for the 8th is the one that I plan to do for the 8th is going to ultimately be the one I planned for the 8th. And then on the 23rd, as we're getting closer to the holiday and people are a little bit busier, I have another one that I've planned. So I've switched around what I thought I was going to do in the beginning and made it what I'm going to do in the end. Okay, there we go. All that fumbling and bumbling. And we got all our waterfalls on. Dave is going to be so proud of me. There we go. Yep, it's this piece. It's crooked. Okay, we're not going to worry about it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our pockets. And this is our pocket for this side. And it will fit nicely. And we still have plenty of room to tuck stuff in, which is what I didn't have when I made it the last time. All right, we are going to take our 2-inch circle punch, and we are going to make a thumb notch in here. And I think we got it in the center, like so. Okay. I made this a very simple pocket in that we're just going to glue down the sides and like so. And we're going to put a little on this side like so. And then we're just going to put a little bit along the bottom so that it sticks down and stays closed like so. All right, now let's try and center our pocket on our page and pull it up just a little so you can see a little bit of the border of the paper that we used. Oh, today's my day for getting things crooked. Okay, and that's one little pocket, like so, and our waterfall. Okay, what you're going to need to do once you close all of this up is you're going to have to close it and put something heavy on it so that your waterfalls stay closed. See, they pop up. Okay, and then we're going to take our little 4-inch pocket for this side, and we're going to put a thumb notch in that one too. And we're going to do our best to get it centered. Going to eye it. I think that's the center. And we're just going to give it a little pop like that. And then we're going to do the same thing. And we are going to put some glue down the sides like so. And a little bit down here, like so. And then a little on here, like so. And then we're going to put it down. Take it. I'm going to try and center it like we did with the other one. Make sure it's straight. And then we're going to push it down. Whoop. Oh, I bumped you again. Ugh, am I making you guys seasick today? And there we have it. There's our little pockets. Now let me see if I can find something. I have some blank tags that are part of what I'm working on for what I'm probably going to do tomorrow. And this one's kind of big, so we'll just see. It fits nicely. It's going to be way too big for this side. But we'll lift up our waterfalls. And it fits down into there. Let me see if I can actually find something a little bit smaller. Do I have anything? Yeah. You guys that are have purchased the Advent kit will notice that. We'll know that picture. But those little guys fit in nicely. And so there we have it. There's our little Christmas folio that I am probably going to store my leftovers from the Advent kit. If you haven't purchased it or seen it, I will link it below. And here was my prototype, which is still usable. See, we had these pockets here, but I decided against it for this one because I loved this paper and I wanted all of the little presents to show. But this one has a pocket here and it has a pocket here. Whoops. Like so. And it has a little tiny pocket down here. I haven't opened these yet. So you have the 3 pockets. And all these are is one 4-inch by 6.5, one 3-inch by 6.5, and one 2-inch by 6.5. In the event that you wanted to add extra pockets to yours. But there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. And I will be back tomorrow. And we will be using these little tags to create something that involves the December Daily Advent Kit. Okay, guys? Thank you for watching. Hugs. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you soon. Take care for now. Bye-bye.